All right, it's getting kind of wild on Twitter, and can we just take a step back and realize it is not cool that Elon Musk is relentlessly threatening to sue people on his own app? Even to the Trump supporters that watch my videos and try to troll me in the comments, can you admit it is not good for the richest man in the world to use his wealth to buy a platform and then leverage that platform to threaten to sue people, sue newspapers, news stations? He's even threatening to sue former representatives. And this creates a chilling effect where now these newspapers, these news stations, these representatives are a little bit more careful with what they say when they're talking about Elon Musk or Donald Trump. And that is not what we want. In a democracy, you want to be able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, with the unfettered ability to just speak your mind about politics, about anything, as long as you're not threatening somebody, of course. And, you know, Elon Musk is trying to inhibit that. The reason I'm talking about all of this is because overnight, Elon Musk said he is filing a lawsuit against former Representative Jamal Bowman for comments that the former representative made on CNN. And listen, Representative Bowman, or former Representative Bowman, is a little bit farther to the left than me. Even we don't agree on every single issue, but what he said on CNN definitely falls under the First Amendment. And the question is, how can you even defame or hurt Elon Musk's profile at this point? He's the richest man in the world who has all of these government contracts, and he's working within the government, and he owns all of these massive companies. He even owns the platform X. How could you possibly hurt his profile? Maybe if you're saying that he's hurting little children, then yeah, you shouldn't lie about that. But is that even a lie? I'm sure in some way the Doge cuts are hurting little children. But unless you're making up wild claims about him, then you really can't defame the richest man in the world. So I want to play this clip of Jamal Bowman and explain how we got here. All that I ask from you is you drop a like, subscribe, and let's start off with this clip of Bowman calling out Representative Lawler, a Republican, as being bought off by Elon Musk. Check this out.
Firing tens of thousands of workers only for the courts to reverse the firing. This is absolutely a conflict of interest, but the Trump administration and Elon Musk, they don't care. Elon is trying to be the first trillionaire, and he wants to be an oligarch that not just controls American governments, he wants to control world governments. And Congressman Lawler is not going to criticize him because Elon Musk is a major donor to Congressman Lawler's re-election campaigns, and that's the problem. We
Notice how stiff and frozen Lawler is. No response, buddy?
don't have Republicans in Congress.
True, Congressman
yes,
Lawler?
it is very true.
And he's a major donor to your campaigns?
Not directly.
I just want to make sure.
No, not directly to my campaign. He had a independent expenditure that he spent on dozens of congressional races.
Second biggest recipient of the money after Donald Trump.
That response was so funny. He said, not directly. And this headline says, Republican congressman's two-word response during CNN grilling over Musk campaign donation rumors. And that two-word response was, quote, not directly. And if I scroll down a little bit, not directly. Lawler, a staunch ally of President Donald Trump, responded, no, not directly to my campaign. He had an independent expenditure that he spent on dozens of congressional races. Bowman alleged that Lawler was the second biggest recipient of money from Musk after Trump, who along with his MAGA allies received more than $290 million. And then reports earlier this month emerged that Musk was weighing another $100 million donation. And here's the thing. Musk's Super Political Action Committee, America PAC, spent more than $1.7 million backing Lawler. So what a slippery little slimy freak. He says on CNN, not directly. He didn't fund my campaign directly when Elon Musk directly funded his campaign. I mean, it doesn't get much more direct than that. Yes, he's spread it out amongst multiple races. It says 18 key congressional races in 11 states, but that still means that he's directly donating to you. It's just absolutely disgusting and slippery. But let's get on to the Elon Musk lawsuit portion. So Elon Musk, last night at 10:38 p.m., after I was in bed, said, I've had enough, lawsuit inbound. Looks like he's filing a lawsuit. He won't actually file it, in my opinion. He's trying to create that chilling effect that I was referencing earlier, where even if you don't file the lawsuit, even if you don't take somebody to court, the idea that somebody could get sued scares them a little bit. I mean, say that my friend in the industry on YouTube gets sued and gets completely screwed over for criticizing Trump. Now, the goal of the Authoritarian is to then, by proxy, silence me, because I see what happens when you criticize Trump. You get money taken away, you get dragged through court, you lose your channel, you lose momentum, and in theory, all of the other YouTubers in the space would then stop criticizing Trump as much. Now, I don't think that would actually happen. I would never be silent. I know MeidasTouch would never be silent. We would actually fight back, but I'm 22. I don't have the money to launch an effective countersuit. I don't have the money to really defend myself long term. So the government could cripple you. And we see this happening with certain universities. If you guys have been reading the news, universities en masse are kind of bending the knee to the Trump admin because they're creating the exact chilling effect I'm talking about. You go after one hard, you sue the hell out of them, and then others are like, hey, maybe I should just preemptively bend the knee. You also see this with certain news stations. You've seen a lot of settlements happening with ABC or with 60 Minutes. They'll settle with the Trump admin because they don't want to go into discovery. They don't want to see what happens next. The entire point is that what Elon Musk says, quote, I've had enough, lawsuit inbound. He doesn't even have to file the lawsuit to create the chilling effect. Now let's watch this clip and play of Elon Musk supposedly having his entire career ruined. He got defamed or whatever. I don't know.
That's not true. And this shows, again, the American people do not trust Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is incompetent in his position. And how do we know? Because they fired tens of thousands of people. It was challenged in court. The court said the people have to go back, and now the people are coming back. He's incompetent. He's a thief. He's a Nazi, and people don't trust him. Period.
That's the whole clip. It's a 25-second clip, and Elon Musk said in response, I've had enough. Lawsuit inbound. Now, I have a few questions for you guys. Do you agree with what former Representative Bowman said? Is he an incompetent Nazi? Say yes or no in the comment section below. But also, look at some of the responses from representatives. Someone said in all caps, Jamal Bowman, you are the incompetent idiot. Here's to your ass getting sued to smithereens. For what, though? And then Colin Rugg said, Elon Musk announces he is launching a lawsuit. All the right-wingers are like up in arms right now saying this is absolutely crazy. But let me break down a few things very quickly, such as defamation law and what Bowman is referring to. First of all, when it comes to Elon Musk, let me remind you that about a week ago, he shared, then removed a post absolving dictators for genocide. The post falsely claimed that Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler, Mao Zedong, etc. were not responsible for the murders of millions of people, but rather their public sector workers were. And Elon Musk then subsequently removed that post, but he was trying to essentially undermine the work of our civil servants, of our public workers. Doge is trying to fire them en masse by saying that Hitler didn't actually kill anyone. This dude literally said Hitler doesn't actually kill anyone. It's just the civil servants beneath him that kill people. So there's that. And then number two, about a year and a half ago, Elon Musk posted an anti-Semitic tweet saying this is the actual truth. So someone said, quote unquote, Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites they claim to want people to stop using against them. Elon Musk then says, you have said the actual truth. That's straight up just spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Then, do I even have to bring up what Elon Musk did on Inauguration Day? There's a list. There's an entire list of stuff just like this. And then on top of that, when Jamal Bowman is calling him a thief, he says Elon Musk is a thief and a Nazi. The thief one comes from this. Unions sue over Elon Musk's unprecedented and illegal hack of Americans' private data. Now, this happened about a month and a half ago, and it alleges serious and sweeping branches of Privacy Act as personal info is illegally accessed by Musk acolytes operating inside federal buildings. And it describes how a coalition of labor unions representing over 2 million workers filed a federal lawsuit today challenging a data heist carried out by Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency. So what Elon Musk would need to demonstrate in a lawsuit, if he's talking about defamation here, is number one, harm to reputation. Does this statement actually materially damage the person's reputation? I would argue no. I mean, a lot of people say this about Elon Musk, so some former representative saying it on CNN and then getting pushback right after. I don't think that actively harms the reputation of the richest man in the world who is already undermining his own reputation on a day-to-day basis. It also needs to be a false statement of fact that is presented as a verifiable fact, not as a rhetorical exaggeration. Now, some could argue that he's trying to present this as a fact here, but you could also argue he's clearly just being exaggerative for the TVs. And also, is this even a false statement? I mean, you could make the argument in court that if you do, the Hitler Sieg Heil salute on stage, not once, but twice, that you could probably be classified as something of the sort. But also, there needs to be actual malice. He would have to prove that Jamal Bowman made the statement because he knew it was false or because he intentionally wanted to damage Elon Musk's reputation. So he has to be able to prove that Jamal Bowman came into this knowing, with the sole purpose of harming Elon Musk. And it doesn't seem like that. It seems like Bowman actually believes it, and Bowman actually does have a solid argument. Let me know what you guys think. Would Bowman win or lose a lawsuit? Would Elon win or lose? Let me know in the comment section below. I love all of you guys. Drop a like, subscribe. Remember, people keep saying, I thought I was subscribed, but I never actually scrolled down and clicked the button. So make sure you scroll down, click that button. Have a great rest of your day, and I love you guys. Peace out.